In this video, I'm going to give you guys a detailed breakdown of my trading strategy which allowed me to make $2,000 taking sales on GBP USD. Now make sure to watch this entire video as this trading strategy has allowed me to make 10% in the month of February alone. So before we get into the trade breakdown, I've already shown you guys the proof of me executing it on my MT5 terminal, and you can also see on my Telegram on the left hand side that I also managed to send this signal to the Trade Ideas channel, which is further proof that I caught this trade live with them. So to get started on the breakdown, the analysis began on the daily time frame. Now this daily time frame increases the probability of price reacting off these levels of supply and demand. So on the daily time frame, you can see that this green line over here is my daily level of demand, and this yellow line over here is my daily level of support. Now as you can see, once price came up breaking above this support level, it came right back down and started consolidating around this area over here. Now with support levels, they can both act as levels of support if it's testing from the top down, and they can also act as level of resistance when they're testing from the bottom up. I hope that makes sense. So in this case, price broke back down into this level of demand, retraced back up into now acting as a level of resistance. So now this is where I became interested in taking sells, because price is retesting this level of supply sitting over here. So if I highlight this, it's the last opposite candle before that push down. Price pushed down, respected this level of demand, and came back up into our level of supply. So now at this point, if I used the replay tool over here, right over here. So now at this point, this is how price action was looking when I was interested in taking sells. As you can see, price came up into this zone and gave us several wick rejections. This is telling me that price is becoming exhausted and it's giving me potential selling opportunities. So that's all that was really analyzed on the daily time frame. The only last thing I'll touch up on is the fact that I was highlighting my TP roughly around this level over here. So if I just color coordinate to be white, right over here, like such. So this was my TP level, and this is my level of supply. So what I'm anticipating is price to react off of this level and come into my TP, so I can close out my position over here. Now before we jump onto the entries, it's very important that we also see how the 4-hour time frame is acting. Now on the 4-hour time frame, price came up into again our level of sub daily resistance and rejected back down, and as you can see, this entire zone over here is just again consolidating. Price is failing to create that higher high, because on the 4-hour time frame we are creating these higher highs. However, once price came up to this high, it just plateaued. We was failing to create that new leg to the upside. Now once I saw that, that was a further confluence that price is running out of steam, it is running out of momentum, and we can soon see that rollover into TP, which is right over here. So what I then done was drop down to the 1-hour time frame, which is ultimately where I took my entries. Now on the 1-hour time frame, price action pushed up into our level of interest and retraced back down. So at this point, price action is bullish, and this is our level of demand right over here. So what I want to see is a shift in volume, a shift in potential structure before I look for selling opportunities. So at this point, this level is holding very solid. So this is where I highlighted this level right over here. So this is a huge volume area over here. If price is not able to break this, there's going to be a lot of accumulation which is going to occur here before that push to the downside, and that's exactly what we got. So once I identified this huge volume area, I also saw the fact that price was steadily pushing up in that sort of ascending flag formation. Once I saw this occurring, I knew that price is going to soon give us that shift to the downside, and so I ended up entering roughly at this bearish engulfing candle right over here. So once this bearish engulfing occurred during New York session, that's where I entered. Stops just above the high, and my TP were the original daily levels which I was highlighting over here. Now if we just cross check that with the Telegram group, as you can see, if we come up, I entered at the close of this candle. If I zoom in for you guys, you can see bearish engulfing, That's where I ended up entering, which is coinciding with that perfectly. And then I also said selling now. And then what happened after that was very smooth sailing. So price did push down. It failed to break this ascending trend line, which is okay. I knew the fact that if it does not break it now, it's going to break it sooner or later, as long as we're holding this volume area over here, which we held nice and perfectly. So retrace price did give us some sort of drawdown, and then it was during Asian session coming into London session where we got that rollover nice into TP. And I updated the signals room as well. As you can see, once price did give us that push down, I did say at the bottom that right over here got that push down. Now we need to see a follow through. H4 close will be important to monitor. So once we've got the H4 close rolling over into deep into New York session, we saw that push down. However, this push down was not sustained as we got that push right back up. And then I knew that during Asia session is where we will potentially get that breakthrough, and that's exactly where we saw that roll through nicely into New York session over here. So that was a nice quick neat breakdown of this trade. Caught a nice 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. I hope this video was informative for you guys. This was just a quick insight into how I read the markets and how I capture these moves. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and other than that, I'll see you guys next time.